All right, let's go. Welcome
Let's
to
get
a
it.
new episode of the Win by Two, if I say three, Win by Two podcast. I'm your host, Frau. I got my homies with me. I got Nicola. I got
So
D.
Yo,
I got B's in the cut. He's doing his thing. I don't know if he said something, but
that's why he stays in the cut.
he in the cut. He don't say
you don't
nothing.
say
He low
shit.
key.
He
He's low key.
So, yeah, man, we're feeling good today. We feeling good. And we got a lot to talk about. So let's get into it. So we got
It'll be a
All Star. All of the names for All Star have come out. So, we're gonna get into that. But before that, I don't. We were talking about it. We don't even know. To be honest, I don't. We were debating about this for a while, but the question is: do we talk about Porzingis? Do we? Do we?
Is that even?
I don't want to
Is he
talk
worth
about
a topic?
it. Can we not talk
I
about
don't know. Is that? I don't know if that's worth the topic.
I know I got this showing in the back, but I still don't want to talk about it.
So we can say like
We're gonna respect the Mavs fan and
Yeah.
just not. We're gonna let it slide. We're not gonna talk about it.
Okay,
Yeah.
we're not gonna talk about
We'll
Porzingis.
save it. Add that to the list.
Yeah. If something happens,
You saying the list of banned? Everybody's banned on this podcast.
listen.
No,
Banned Porzingis.
I'm talking about our growing list of topics that we're.
Oh, that we'll never get
talk
to.
about.
Yeah.
we'll never get to.
I don't know
But
topics.
if he does get traded to a big known team, maybe he deserves.
We know we're talking about that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So I don't know if I mentioned, we are also very unfiltered here, so we don't give a fuck.
Give it.
we don't.
We
don't
say
care,
whatever.
So we say whatever. So, yeah, let's get into this. Let's get into these All-Star votes, man. Like,
Damn.
what happened with All-Star? So, let's see. What's the list? Let's get this list up.
Well, who's the captains? You got
Okay, we got KD and we got LeBron.
LeBron, KD, and LeBron. Okay.
Yeah. So actually, we're gonna do something different today. We're gonna do. We're gonna simulate the draft ourselves, right? So
I actually have this kind of random. I'm so sorry, but it could be. This could be like part of the All-Star topic, of course. Do y'all think an All-Star should even be happening with COVID out right now? Because the players were complaining about that. Like some players were complaining about that. Like, why you have an All-Star break? Like it's COVID right now. Like that's adding more risk to people getting affected by it, and it's not. We can skip it for 1 year and maybe save it for next year. But right now, it's like players are getting affected. You're just sitting on the bench. So why have an All-Star break that's just for fun? It doesn't matter, and add more risk to other players that can get it.
That's true.
So that's something we can definitely.
I see what the players are saying, and their point is 100% valid. But it's the NBA. They want to make their money, and the All-Star game is it's a moneymaker. So
Yeah.
Yeah, but you also have to remember that All-Star is not just a game. It's like it's a whole event. It's the weekend. It's the parties,
Right.
bars. It's it's all that. So, and a lot of people there's a lot of people that travel down for All-Star. Like I don't know if y'all know, it's a thing. Like where we got the hose going. We got all these players. Like it's an event. It's really
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean? It's like it reminds me of the what was that called in Pokemon? The Savari Zone.
Yeah.
Savari Zone.
That
You can go
one
out-
place.
That's what it. Yeah, it's like
That
yo,
Lapras, get the hair
there's some legendaries in there, man. We got
Yeah.
probably a Zapdos. You never know. So it's like that. Like I think what it comes down to is just like
NBA record. They only had.
It's like when Nicole was saying, it's a lot of money lost. But at the same time, Atlanta's already open. That's my thing. Like that's what I don't understand. I'm like, why does it matter?
Yeah.
Isn't Atlanta already like the bars are open?
Are you trying to say, Frau, that you're surprised that the players aren't more excited that there's an All-Star game, that they're excited to go?
That's what I'm saying, basically. Right?
I think there's still players out there who are excited that there's an All-Star game.
Yeah.
Especially the younger players, Zion making his first appearance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
and
think-
plenty
I
of
think
others.
the optics look bad. I'll say that. The optics like why do we need an all-star where when we do have COVID, like D was saying, like what's the need for it? Like, is it that important? And to that, I would say it's not, but the NBA could pull it off.
They could.
I think
Yeah, they can pull it off. It's just one more game. Of course, they can pull it off.
Yeah.
And so, like, I don't know. I don't really see the problem with it. I like it. I love the All-Star game. I'm really happy it's coming back. And but at the same time, I'm mad that the players they're like questioning this. So you know, so
Yeah.
I see both sides.
Yeah, it's interesting though. It's like, where does like if it is canceled, it's just like nothing. Would nothing replace it? Would they do something? Wasn't there like a different idea before? There was like there was like because I think this year the format's different for the All-Star game.
Yeah, are they still doing like the 3-point and dunk contest and all that stuff?
Yeah, I didn't see anything about that. I don't know.
Did y'all notice how this information is not like it's not easily accessible? Like it is, you just go on ESPN, but like
Right.
before you would know, like I would go up and I would just see this information, but it's just like
Yeah.
One day we'll have a situation figured out where we're gonna have this information on the fly.
Right.
but until then, this is just us guessing. So do you guys want to get into this draft? You want to do this?
We can start the draft.
Well,
All right,
before we do that, are we going to talk about All-Star snubs or?
let's do it.
We can talk. Yeah, we can look at the list and see.
Before we start drafting our players, like, is it the players that we really wanted to draft? First place.
Hey,
And
so-
real quick, I have a quick question. Real quick. How many players can you draft per team? Is it like
depends on how many players are on
7, 8?
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure. I don't want to overdraft.
I mean, we'll have the East and West roster. We'll just like draft till everyone's drafted, I guess.
Okay.
So yeah, we could let's see who we got on the list. All right, I'm gonna go by the list real quick. Right. So on the Eastern Conference, we have KD, who's the All-Star starter, the captain of the team. That's followed by Giannis, Bradley Beal, Joel Embiid, Kyrie Irving. The reserves are Jaylen Brown, James Harden, Zach LaVine, Julius Randle, Ben Simmons, Jason Tatum, and Nikola Vujic. On the West, we have LeBron, Steph, Luka, Jokic. We got Kawhi. On the reserves, we have Anthony Davis, Paul George, Rudy Gobert, Dame Lillard, Donovan Mitchell, Chris Paul, Zion Williamson, and Devin Booker.
And Frog, you made one mistake. You made one mistake saying those names.
What's up?
The guy's name is George Paul. Not win by 2. We say George Paul.
Right,
not Paul George.
Honest mistake.
So he hasn't redeemed himself. He hasn't redeemed himself by making the All-Star and playing good this year.
Nicole, it's about the playoffs.
I know.
It's about the playoffs.
I'm just saying.
It was pandemic P.
But
Shaq said that on Inside the NBA, so
he has been balling.
Playoffs,
I give him that.
Yeah. I mean, we know there's a lot of players like, and we are talking about snubs. So there are players that are like not
right.
We don't think should be here, and we'll get into that. So let me kick it off, Nicola. What do you think? What? Give me one player that's sticking out to you that shouldn't be there.
That shouldn't be there. Okay.
That shouldn't be there. And let's start with the East. Do you have each one on each, or is it?
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I like that.
That sounds good.
Yeah, okay. I like that.
Okay, I'm trying to actually pull it up. I guess I'm gonna agree with all the starters, so I see the reserves. So for the East, I'm gonna say I think this is gonna be a controversial one. So get ready.
I like it. Go for it.
Go.
I'm gonna go with Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons of all people, which like I think to most people will come off as mind blowing because obviously the 76ers are the number 1 seed. But for me, it's like people are forgetting a little bit too much about Tobias Harris because at the end of the day, Ben Simmons like still can't shoot. He's averaging 16 points per game. It's not like he's scoring people out the gym. Like,
And real quick, sorry to interrupt, but
you
it's not only that he can't shoot; he's afraid to shoot. Why is he so afraid to?
because he can't
And he
shoot.
can
Because
shoot.
he
And he-
can't.
It's an easy answer to that one. But yeah. So I think Tobias Harris being understated. And don't get me wrong, Ben Simmons is balling out, but there's player I would have put ahead of him personally, but we could get into that later. Oh, you want
Go
me?
ahead. Yeah, get into
For
that.
me, I think I would have put Sabonis.
I like
Sabonis
that.
from the
I like
Pacers
that. Yeah.
because Pacers are the 4 seed in the West, and they had no All-Stars, which is a little weird to me. This dude averaging the same or better numbers as Julius Randle, who got picked his first All-Star selection this year. Except his team is higher in the standings. So that doesn't really make sense to me. And you consider the fact that Sabonis plays really hard. I mean, Randall does too, of course. But I mean, I at the end of the day, I can't really get mad at anything if you force my hand. Like I'm not gonna go crazy that Ben Simmons is in there. It was a tough pick. It was a tough pool this year. So, but going on to the West, this one was a little bit easier for me. I would say Chris Paul. I don't know why Devin Booker wasn't picked over Paul
Originally.
Right. Well, yeah, we now know that Booker is in for AD, who's out with an injury, so he'll be making his All-Star. But I mean, I'm just saying, based off the principle, Booker should have been in there. He's leading the team in scoring. Yeah, he's had some struggles this year, but his team's playing very well, and he's still carrying the bulk of the load on offense. So I have to go with Booker. I mean, Booker. He's on top of that. He's just too nice. Like, what do you want me to say? It's Devin Booker.
Yeah.
D.
Well, to start off, the East. Whew. I mean, I want to say real quick, I gotta give props to Jaylen Brown. I think he definitely deserves it, man. I think a lot of people was doubting him before, saying he's okay. He's not going to really take it to the next level. But this year has been his best year by far. So I think he definitely deserves to be in it. But this is kind of tough for me. But oh man, I might have to go with. I'm gonna pick one, but it's between Zach LaVine and Julius Randle. Two players on bad teams. It's
Okay.
because it's easy to get your stats up when you're on a bad team, because usually when you play against a decent team or a good team, you might be down 15 points, 20 points. So you're still gonna be playing, your minutes, and the backups might be in. The player's not trying as hard. The fourth quarter, stats can get inflated. But I might have to say, if I was to pick one player that doesn't deserve to be in it, I might have to say Zach LaVine. I would say Zach LaVine out and put in. I have to agree with Nicola. Put in Sabonis. I've been a big fan of Sabonis ever since probably last year. Watching him play last year, and I just like his game. He's a player that hustles for the ball. You can tell he's a player that wants to win the game. Like he doesn't just play for stats. Like he wants to win the game, and he's just so good at every aspect of the game. decent shooter. He's great in the paint. Zach LaVine, to me, like I give him props because he has improved as a player, getting better at shooting. But it's just, I don't know. It's I feel like most of his stats come from garbage time and when the score's already lopsided. It doesn't really matter when he gets the points, you know. Like he's not getting the points when it matters. He's getting the points when it's already too late or. So, but I picked him. I like Julius Randle over Zach LaVine because I think Julius Randle is a more talented player. Because I think that if he was on a better team, he'd be so good. Like for example, maybe the Mavericks, right? Like
I would take him.
a player that can get his buckets. He's more of he hustles more than Porzingis maybe. He wants him. He wants him more. He's more grind and he just gets in it. Like he's not afraid of contact, stuff like that, and he can get his bucket. So that's why I picked Julius Randle over Zach LaVine. I think Zach LaVine is just when it comes to the moment, like and he has some great, he has some game winners. I give him props. Like he has some big shots, but he doesn't really do it for the most part. He doesn't really do it when it matters. So, but I like Zach LaVine. Coming from the dunk contest, he was only known as a dunker. Only known as a dunker. And his shot was okay, but he got much better as a shooter. But I have to take Julius Randle, and I just like Sabonis. I would definitely play Sabonis. I'm actually surprised Sabonis didn't make it. I think he's an underrated player that is hurt. Yeah, yeah, me too. Because he's a player that deserves more attention. He deserves a lot more attention. But he just doesn't get it, and that was a big snub to me, like a huge snub.
Mm-hmm.
So, I would take Zach LaVine out for sure. On the West, it might not surprise certain people, but I would have to take out Rudy Gobert.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Like I just think he okay. How many defensive players of the year has he won? One?
Two? He's gonna win his third this year.
Third? Because okay, he gets some block, like he
right?
does have a
I
foot.
don't want to be
He might. I mean, no. Well, no, he didn't win. Wasn't it AD? AD won last year.
AD won last year. I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he still has two though, right?
I think he still has two, but yeah, AD won the year before.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And
which was like, to be honest, it's not like anything changed much. Gobert is still doing the same stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The point I was about to make.
But he is making a little bit of a jump.
Right. But when you watch Gobert, I don't see like improvement. I don't see like a guy that's dominant take to the next level. The dude's like 7 foot. Like he hasn't developed any type of game. Like offensively.
So you're basically saying what Shaq's been saying.
Yes.
Okay.
Like it's to be.
I agree with you too. By the way, I 100% agree with you.
To have that much potential, it's a little bit embarrassing. Like I think as a player,
Nicole wants to say something.
As a player, you should you should find ways, especially in the off season, find ways to make your game better. How can I make my game better? It's kind of the point what Nicole was talking about with Ben Simmons. Like Ben Simmons is just he is not only that he can't shoot, he's afraid to shoot. You can see it. He doesn't take that many attempts because he has no confidence in his game. And like
his game's not good, but
right, like yeah.
We'll get into that.
It's kind of weird because he's a point guard, but he has to play the post. He claws the paint up. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
The whole thing.
But
point guard?
He's supposed to be. He's supposed to be point guard.
Who are we talking about right now?
Ben Simmons.
Ben
Ben
Simmons.
Okay.
Yeah, no, yeah. I went
Not Gobert. Nah.
not Gobert. I would hope not. I
Nah.
mean,
Nah.
if he replaces Donovan Mitchell, that's a problem. That's a problem. But
Could you imagine Gobert pulling up threes like buckets? Imagine if there was a player like that. My God.
he might have a better 3-point percentage than Ben Simmons.
Shots fired, everyone.
Yo, we gotta look that up.
Ah,
We gotta look that
I'm
up.
actually curious. I have no idea, but think about it. It's possible.
It's entirely possible.
That's how bad Ben Simmons is at shooting threes. You know, but
Bro,
back to
he's a point guard.
how do
He's
you
a
not
point guard.
practice your shot? I don't. I
Man,
just
real talk.
it like pisses
When
me
he goes to
off.
the gym. What does he go? What does he do when he goes in the gym?
What are you doing?
Like, you know how you get in the gym and you
Layup drills? Just doing layup drills all day?
he's definitely doing layup drills by himself. He just gets his own rebound, goes back.
Right. It's like you're good at that. Do something. Make your game better. Develop. That's the whole point. That's how you become. It's difference between good and great, right?
He's
You
not
make your
trying.
game better.
He's definitely not
He
trying.
he doesn't care that much.
Doesn't care.
And one point I
Drive
want
in
to
and
say.
score.
One point I want to say before I get back to Gobert. You guys know Eric, right? Of course, you know Eric. You guys remember the point he made how certain players can't get better, and this can be another topic too. Certain players cannot get better at shooting free throws because their hands might be too big or they just can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was making the defense like that's not possible. Cause you look back, Tim Duncan, he got so much better at shooting free throws because he practiced, and he became like later down his career, he became like a 75% free
I
throw
remember
shooter.
that number, 75.
Yeah, and he was not good before
Mhm.
because he practiced,
Yeah.
and that can make or break a game. That can win you the game or lose you the game. Just making 2 more free throws. So back to it's just Ben Simmons. Just what are you doing? Like what are you doing in the practice? But back to Gobert, I think he should be out because I just don't see any improvement in his game.
Okay.
None. Zero.
Okay. Can I jump in
Go
now?
ahead.
Of course.
So it's not that I necessarily disagree with you on that specific point. Like, you're right. It's not like he's busting out like some hook shot, Hakeem move, in the
Like
post.
Hakeem.
And by the looks of it, he never will. That's just not his game, or as you guys put it, just lack of game. But
Right.
I think you guys are ignoring or maybe not recognizing his impact just on the team.
I was gonna get to that.
Like they are the number 1 seed for a reason, and it's because of him. And I already know that haters gonna come out. Oh, you picked Ben Simmons to get off. He was the number 1 seed with Gobert. Yeah, I hear it. I don't really care though, because the reason. Listen to me. The reason that the Jazz are the number 1 seed is because of Gobert.
Mm-hmm.
The 76ers are not the number 1 seed because of Ben Simmons. They're not.
Embiid.
He's not the sole reason.
Harris.
In my opinion, Gobert is the sole reason, and the reason, and it's like that because Gobert's impact on defense is unlike anyone we see in the league. I would say right now, and for the last couple seasons. Yeah, people will say
Miles Turner.
AD. Say that again?
Miles Turner?
No. I mean, Miles Turner is definitely a good defender, but he's just not on Gobert's level. Gobert will
So what do you think Gobert does so good?
He disrupts. Anytime you go into the paint, he's disrupting it. I don't care who you are. It doesn't matter who you are in the league. That's why the Jazz have I think the best defense in the league. And you just see it. They make it hard on teams. It's not that they're like blowing teams out of the gym scoring wise. They're doing it on the defensive end, and it's all because of Gobert. Yes, Mitchell's there carrying on the offense, but even he's been a little inconsistent this year. But Gobert That's his game. Consistency, defense. He'll give you a chance to win every game. So
I give you the consistency on the defense. My only take, I wish, I think the Jazz would be so much better if he just had some type of offensive game.
I agree, but you can't.
At least shoot threes or something.
Not just shoot threes, but like get a hook shot, like get some post moves. Like it can't just be Donovan Mitchell, and the Jazz have a deep team.
But it's not just that. I'll argue it's not just
Mike
that,
Conley's playing great.
The
Mike
Jazz
Conley's
do have
playing them.
a deep team, but it's not just that, because even the picks he sets on offense, you can crap on his offensive game, but he creates space for his teammates on offense just with his picks alone. And when he rolls to the basket, I guarantee if you look at all the like deep analytics stuff with him like rolling to the basket, he has probably one of the highest efficiencies out there, most impactful. You see it. Everyone's throwing oops to him all the time. That's his game on offense, the oops.
Yeah.
But it's like it's a slightly different level with him, because he'll catch it in awkward alley-oop positions and like still make a play out of it,
Yeah.
So he's not gonna do any back to the basket stuff, and that's his obviously his main issue.
Yeah.
And it's looking like that. So
Yeah, and I thought about it. He kind of reminds me of like a Tyson Chandler in a way.
that's I don't know about that. I mean, they have similar play styles, but again,
That's what I was talking about.
I'd say Gobert's better.
yeah,
I think
Gobert is better.
he's better. I'll give him that.
Just because of they do very similar things, very similar players, but the impact that Gobert has doing it was not as much as Chandler.
Okay, I can give you
So I
that.
think the question is, if you were to replace Gobert, who would you replace it with? I know we had some of our answers, but like, are there other forwards that could in the West that we could replace Gobert with? Like, is he so even okay without even looking, right?
Well, I mean,
The question is like, is he far better than the other? Because there's no centers, right? Technically, it's just forwards for the All-Stars. So it's like, how many better forwards are there than Gobert?
well, the other forwards that made it were AD, George Paul,
Yeah, George Paul,
Zion.
and Zion. Yeah, that's it.
So the other snub forwards in the West, who's out there?
Wow, thinking about it that way, I think he would be. I think he's an all-star if you look at it that way.
Yeah.
Because who's much in the West? Who's a better?
Does it go by? It goes by position.
Forward and guard.
How many forwards? Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to think. I mean, like, I guess technically a small forward could replace
I forgot
him.
AD's not. Yeah, AD's not in it no more.
But he made it regardless. That's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he still made it, but yeah. Yeah. Like Rudy Gobert still made it with AD.
I mean, okay, maybe BI, Brandon Ingram. Like, he's maybe somebody that could.
There's no one you can replace him with. I'm just looking at the West standings. It's like the Clippers are second, Paul George and Kawhi are in there.
Right.
Lakers, obviously LeBron, AD. Suns, Booker, Chris Paul. Spurs ain't got no one. Sorry to say, D.
I know that. Keldon Johnson. Hey, coming up.
Who's your leading scorer? Patty Mills? But anyway.
DeRozan, maybe. DeRozan. Don't forget about DeRozan.
DeRozan there?
DeJounte Murray has came up. Oh my God, man.
He's playing well. He's playing really well.
I knew he would get much better. He got so much better at shooting. Oh my God.
After he did that, do you remember when he pointed at James Harden? Do you remember that clip?
Yeah.
That was hilarious. He's like,
he's like,
this dude, his long ass finger. His shit was like this. Like, this was crazy.
Yeah, I'm so happy for him. But yeah, I mean, you make a good point. Yeah, you guys make a good point. Like, there's not a lot of forwards in the West. I'm not hating on Gobert, like, but I was getting to the point. I guess he's not a forward. If we're going by positions, then yes, I would say Gobert. I wouldn't mind him making it.
I mean, technically he's a forward.
Yeah, because
No,
they,
but
they don't do
I was
the.
gonna agree with Nicola with Devin Booker, how he only made because of no AD,
That's bullshit, though.
you know,
That's
and
bullshit.
So
yeah,
okay, so you guys would have replaced
like if AD
Gobert with Booker.
was healthy, I would
Yeah.
replace Devin Booker with Gobert.
But that's again, and that's a format thing. Maybe we're just not hip. Like, can you do that? Can you replace a guard with a
That's what I'm
forward?
saying. I don't know.
Bro, this shit is bull. I know
Well,
NBA. There's no rule behind it.
I
no,
know that's a thing.
What did Nicole? What'd you say?
I think there's a rule behind it, but it's sort of like they still decide at the end of the day, sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it's enough. You need enough for like backups and people to come in, but then after that, it's like it's whoever. Devin Booker, they messed up. That was what
He
happened.
should have definitely made it, and that was
He should have
part
made it originally. That's
and
yeah.
that was my
You
snub
guys
for the
think
West.
Chris Paul is more deserving of Gobert? You think?
Oof. I don't
mean,
think so. I don't think so personally.
That's
I
not-
don't think so.
deserving. I wouldn't say deserving, but I'm not mad Chris Paul made it. I'm okay with that because you got to think about Chris Paul.
I'm not mad at it either, but that's just who I would cut for.
Yeah.
Is there anybody else who got snubbed? Well, let me look this up. I don't know.
You could
Like-
say, I don't know, Murray,
From the West? You talking about from the West?
From the West.
CJ McCollum. Nah,
No, he didn't play.
Yeah, he got hurt.
Murray hasn't been playing well that year. This until now. I mean, recently he's been playing really well.
I mean, this whole year.
You
This
say
whole-
he's playing well this whole year?
This whole year.
Jamal Murray.
Oh, I thought you were talking about DeJounte Murray. Sorry.
Oh no. Oh yeah, DeJounte Murray's been playing good. No.
Yeah.
I was like,
Okay.
Jamal Murray's been playing good until.
No, because he has a shoulder injury, so he mentioned that in the beginning.
You talking
of the
about
season,
DeJounte?
Jamal.
Oh, Jamal. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he has a shoulder injury, so it's on his shooting arm too. So
Okay.
it's like affecting his shot a little bit. So I give him that excuse, I guess. But yeah, Jamal Murray, nah, he's definitely, you know, he was amazing in the bubble. So he's, you know, how many All-Star appearances does he have?
one.
Does he have
right?
any?
Maybe one.
Maybe
Maybe
one?
zero. He might have not
Does
even
he have
have one.
any?
I thought he made
Yeah.
it last year, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somewhat to like go.
That's gonna
with.
be another topic we're gonna put in our,
Yeah.
our topic mountain.
Yeah.
Things to
But
look up.
to sum it up, I like Gobert. I like him as a player. I do agree with Nicola. He brings a huge impact to the Jazz. Like he makes a big difference, especially defensively. I just want him to get better on offense. I think the Jazz can be championship contenders if he just get some type of offensive game. Because I think a lot of times they rely on Donovan Mitchell too much. And when he has an off game, it's like who's gonna step up? Like Bogdanovich, Joe Ingles.
Well, this goes perfectly into a topic I just thought of while we're doing this is Mike Conley. So Mike Conley, there's an article here from the Ringer that's saying, is Mike Conley the best player that's never made an All-Star team? That's an interesting question.
Never made an All-Star team.
So yeah, so I was looking at his stats. I want to say for his whole career, he averaged 16 points
Damn.
throughout his whole career. I'm looking at it like I'm not gonna say he has never deserved to make it, but in his prime, we had some of the best guards in the West that we've
That's
maybe ever had.
That's
Yeah,
the issue.
we've maybe ever had. It was Russell, Dame. You know, you have bro, the list goes on. Do you remember Dame Lillard couldn't even make it for years?
yeah.
It's like if he's not making it, why are we talking about Mike Conley? Respect, because he's done so many great things.
Right.
But
And when you think about Mike Conley, right? I love his game, but he comes off as like a boring player. Like, it's not like appealing.
he does the dirty work of the team,
Right.
which is
'Cause I
like
think that's also a factor in making the All-Star game. Like
Which, in all honesty, that shouldn't knock a player. That
it
shouldn't be.
shouldn't knock a player, right? But it's all about what the audience wants to see.
But
Yeah,
we're talking about all-star.
Like how flashy, right? How flashy
We're
is he?
talking about all-star. We're talking about, like, no offense, like, if Tim Duncan was not doing as well as he did, people probably wouldn't vote him in back in the day, because he's like, what is he gonna do in an all-star game? You're gonna see Tim Duncan do a 360 or something? Like, it's unlikely. So
Yeah.
I still disagree with that though.
but then we
Wh-
had to find what's all-star, right? What is all-star mean, just best, or
For me, it's best.
Yeah, I agree. I
okay.
agree. It shouldn't be all about flashy.
Yeah, but I think obviously the thing is, if people fall in love with the Flash, that's
That's
how
like
sometimes
right.
you get skewed.
Yeah.
Mhm. I mean, it's I agree there, because it's unfortunate when a good player doesn't make it, that that deserves it, because maybe their game might be boring, but it I would say your game has to show up on the stat sheet for all-star. For your team and winning a championship, like, there's players like Rondo, who hasn't made maybe as many all-stars as people would think, but he's a monster. Like, no one's going to deny that. But there are certain stats that don't ever get on the stat sheet, and that doesn't hurt the value of that player, in my opinion, but it has this effect on the team, and that's what's the most important part. Like, all-star's really not that important. And Mike Conley, like, I'm not gonna say he deserves to have an all-star, but he's a great player regardless. I
Right.
don't know if that takes that doesn't to me, that doesn't take away from how good he's been, or
Yeah.
how good
He can fit on any team, I think.
his career. He's averaged 15 points, 14.9 points per game. Point average, 5.6 assists for his career. Is that all-star?
I don't know. It sounds like what Ben Simmons is averaging, and he made it this year.
That's what I'm saying. It's circumstantial. Like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't put Ben Simmons. I was with y'all who said that, I wouldn't put Ben Simmons in it, but
I'm surprised to hear you say that, actually, because I really thought people would call me crazy.
no. I don't. I mean,
No, I
I've been
think
saying I'm not a huge fan of his game. Not a huge fan of Ben Simmons' game. He's just like he's just like Gobert. The same argument. If he just improved his shooting,
improve certain
that's it.
aspects of your game.
Yeah, that's it.
You can get better. I'm a believer in you can get better at anything you want to put the work in. If
Absolutely.
you've never been a good free throw shooter, you've never been a good 3-point shooter, you never been good driving the ball in. Practice. That's the whole point of practice. And that's why they have practice. You're
In-
practicing
in
certain aspects of your game. That's it. You're already good. Somebody like Stephen Curry, why would he practice? I mean, he's going to practice it, of course, like shooting. But it's the reason why he's so good at driving. Also,
Yeah.
handles. He's practicing everything, not just shooting, you know? So practice everything. Be the best you can be at everything so you can just dominate in every aspect of your game. That's all I say. That's all I want to say. You
Yeah.
know? That's what I want from Gobert. That's what I want from Gobert.
But
So
you just have to acknowledge, though, that not all players do that. Some
right, yeah. Some
can't,
people don't.
and some
Yeah,
are just lazy. Sad to say.
some people just don't care about working on that part, right?
And honestly, that's what makes Ben Simmons so interesting, because it's like, what's the excuse that you can't shoot and you're in the NBA?
No excuse.
It's
No excuse.
it's like it's almost like solving out like why black holes exist. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, you need, like, that's the answer to life. Like, how is this dude in the NBA who's a guard not know
right.
anything? But
He doesn't care. I mean, Ben
And
Simmons is the guy
especially
that's dating all, like, Kendall Jenner, and he's doing all. He's man. Part of me, I'm not hating in that respect. I'm like, yo, do you live your life? But we're not about to call him an all. Like, I hate calling him an all-star.
isn't it
hate-
kind of like isn't
I-
it kind of bad timing too? How like okay, maybe back in like the 90s, 2000, his game would work so well
Yeah.
because players
Mm.
didn't take him his threes,
Mhm.
you know. But now it's like they taking so many threes. Don't you want to be part of that? Don't you? That's like with the new NBA.
Jokic is the most uncoordinated player in the league.
Who?
And Jokic.
Oh yeah, right.
He's like one of the most uncoordinated looking players in the league, and he could shoot, he could dribble, he could
He
post
can
up.
do everything. I mean,
Why
you know.
Jeff Simmons doesn't come? You see the way he drives. He's not uncoordinated. Like,
No,
put it up, man. Shoot, practice.
that's it.
That's it.
Take more attempts. Try
More.
to shoot more. Why
That's
not? If you don't shoot, you going. It's a miss. And what's that quote? You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Yeah.
Just shoot. Like you're open, shoot it. You might make it. Who knows? You get better. Like you might like shooting threes. Like, I kind of F with this. Yeah. Like, just
feels
try.
good.
Yeah. That's 3 points for your team. That's a lot of points. Like, that makes a big difference in the scoreboard. Just try. That's all I want.
Ben Simmons is gonna watch this video and be like, "Go and shoot more now," because he's told me to shoot. I'm gonna go shoot.
I'm about to change the podcast and win by 3 for Ben Simmons.
Hey, if Ben Simmons starts hitting threes, we changing it to win by 3.
If he starts hitting threes, change it by win by 3.
It's gonna be called "Win by 3," the Ben Simmons podcast. Oh shit! All right, guys. So we're gonna transition to the draft.
Let's
This
do
is
it.
about to be fun.
The draft. So Nicola and D. Ooh, let's mix it up.
Who will you draft, me or Nicola?
All right, so we're gonna do I guess it's East and West, right? Like, okay, let's do it. All right, D.
I'm gonna
You
go
gonna
first.
be West. You gonna be West. You gonna
I'll
be
be
second.
West. Okay, I'll be West. I'll be
Let's
Kevin
see,
Durant.
person.
Oh,
Yeah.
like
So
oh, sorry.
I'll go Nicola East because Nicola hates the East. So he's gonna get East.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right.
Now, am I drafting players only from the East? I mean, from the West? Or
Anybody.
You pick
anybody, right? Anybody? I get first pick.
Well, hold on. Don't say that.
Nicola got first pick.
I already know Nicole's first pick though.
No, you don't.
Oh, and
I know.
I guess. I mean, that's with you. You don't have to. There's not one method you have to do.
Oh, also, sorry.
I definitely think you're being biased. Looking at the background that you have. I'm biased on the way. Oh, yo. By the way, I'm gonna say this. Since the advantage of starting East and West, Nicola, you have KD already. You already have KD.
That makes sense. Yeah. I got LeBron.
Right. Yeah, D already has LeBron. So
okay.
We'll go from there. Just
I'll
keep
take
it.
that.
One more thing before we start
already.
Yeah.
One more thing. Are we doing like one by one? Like Nicola goes and then I go, or is Nicola just picking his team first and then I pick my team?
No, it's just one by one.
One by
okay,
one.
Okay, cool.
Hold on, I gotta pull the actual thing up now. Do you guys have it up?
I have it over here.
Yep, I'm ready.
So we have. I mean, I don't. Yeah.
I am ready. Nicola got first pick.
Yeah, I mean, if you go pull it up, all y'all can pull it up right now.
I'm ready. Yeah.
You got it. All right. Yeah.
I'm ready to go.
Okay, Nicola.
All right. So are we doing the same format like how they do it, where you have to pick the starters first and then the reserves, or we could pick anyone we want?
We can do that.
Starters first.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So my pick is first. Okay. Whew.
No pressure.
And you got 10 of the best players in the league.
No pressure.
Oh, this is a lot of good players here, man. So I already have KD. Yeah.
Yes,
my
sir.
first pick. My first pick is gonna be Mr. Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Ooh, okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Got Giannis.
All right. I like it. You got 2 small forwards. Okay.
Both from the East, even though I hate the East, they're both from the East.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, on Instagram, we're going to post both Nicola and Andy's team. So
Yes,
just gonna point
sir.
that out. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right, D.
My pick, my first overall pick of the 2021 NBA All-Star Draft. I have to go with Steph. Steph
Okay.
Curry,
Steph Curry. Okay.
sir. Man's a baller.
I'm happy you didn't
Best
take my.
three-point shooter.
Oh,
Best
sorry.
three-point shooter of all time. Best three-point shooter of all time. I'm a three-point shooter myself in real life, so we relate in a lot of things. We just relate. I gotta go with Steph, man. That's my boy.
That's your bro.
Yes,
All right.
sir.
Speaking of relating,
Uh-oh.
for my
Identity.
second pick, I'm gonna have to go with my man Nikola Jokic.
Uh-oh. Same name. Same name. Same game. And you play like him.
Not chill.
Not that nice.
I'm way more smooth than that.
Oh yeah, no. You're more uncoordinated, so
Dang.
Chill. Don't listen, y'all. We're gonna have to post some one-on-ones.
100%. 100%. That's
the same guy that said he can beat D Wade.
That's a whole topic. That's a real topic we gotta do. We gotta do a topic.
Hey, D-Wade
Yo,
30, 40, so I might have a chance. So,
Yo, that's
Yeah.
my dream. That's my dream guest. D-Wade.
I know.
Only for that reason.
Yeah, I just want to hear. I cannot, man. That day comes, man.
I will ask you so many questions.
Yeah.
2006 finals.
But the 2006 finals. Oh my god. All right. So we got
My
next.
second pick.
We got D. So okay. So far, let's recap. So Nicole's team is KD, Giannis, and Jokic. Ooh.
Giannis and Jokic. That's pretty dirty. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
That's why that's a lot of offensive scoring, right? KD, Giannis, and so I need somebody that can stop it a little bit, right? I need some defense, right?
Yeah.
No, don't say
And he's
it.
beating you on sides.
And I kind of hated on this person for a while because he betrayed my team.
No.
Uh-oh.
But we're talking about all-star. We're talking about players. I can't let my feelings can't let my emotions get in the way of my team, right? So, I respect him because help us get a ring and stuff. I gotta go with my boy Kawhi.
Okay.
I need some defense on my team. And Kawhi's he's the quiet guy. He just gets it done. No need to talk. Get it done.
The fun guy. You got
He's
the
a
fun
fun
guy.
Oh man.
My boy Kawhi. Let's go. Third pick, Nicole.
Okay, Nicola.
D, that's a good pick. That was gonna be my next pick if you didn't take him. And if you let me get away with that,
I couldn't.
I wouldn't have
pick so someone else can't get it. That's the only reason you're picking somebody. So he can't get it.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. All right. So moving on. It's getting tough. So far I have KD, Giannis, Jokic. All right, I'm gonna keep it going with my other main man. with my Mavs.
I know who you. Yeah, I knew it.
Right here. I'm gonna go with
Okay.
keep the offense going. My defense ain't the best, but you ain't stopping me no matter what. I don't care if you got 5 Goberts on the court. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Luka.
That's smart. You picked him because I was gonna pick him next. That was smart. It was really between Luka and Kawhi, but I needed some defense. So that's a good pick. My next pick, I don't have a center yet, right? I have Kawhi, I have LeBron, Steph, players that can score any moment, right? I need some defense. I need somebody in that paint.
Uh-oh.
Possibly an
Maybe
MVP candidate in MVP conversation this year, and that is Joel Embiid.
Oh.
Yes, I need that big. I'm going back to the old school Big boy in the paint.
Okay.
Gonna get busy in the paint. Who you gonna stop it? Who's gonna stop Embiid in the paint? Yes,
These are good
sir.
points. These are all good points. So
Sir.
okay, I like that.
All
So a quick recap. Let's do one more quick recap. So D, tell me your team. Because I forgot.
LeBron as the captain. LeBron, Stephen Curry,
Okay.
Kawhi, and Embiid.
Ooh, that's good. That's a good team.
Not too shabby. Too shabby.
Versus Nicola.
My team is KD, Giannis, Jokic, and Luka.
You might need some defense, Nicola.
Yeah.
I might. That's what the reserves are for. I already know you ain't picking my man, so earlier, or at least you better not.
So we have one more player. Is it one slot left?
It's
on
two
the
players
starters?
on the board. Kyrie and Bradley Beal are left.
Yeah.
Okay. And that leaves Nicola.
My
Correct?
pick.
Is your
Yes,
pick?
sir.
Mm.
Okay,
Good
this
players. Can't go wrong.
You
Yeah.
can't.
I
It
can't
maybe
go
you have some
wrong.
personal reasons.
Yeah, that was gonna be my point. I can't go wrong, but someone else can. I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Hold on. Are you saying that Kyrie's gonna miss the All-Star game
For personal reasons?
Oh, that would never happen, right?
You think he would do that? No.
No way.
Nah.
So, my pick rather obvious. I'm gonna go with my man, DC represent.
We rep DC.
Bradley Beal.
I like that.
And
I like
honestly, like I don't need Kyrie like dribble. I got Luka to handle the ball, so no thank
Good
you.
point.
I'm gonna take Bradley Beal spacing the floor with Luka and KD and Jokic and Giannis eating up the inside. Ooh, yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I think that was a must pick for you because,
Mhm.
like you said, you have Luka, so you don't need the dribble.
Right.
And that just leaves me with Kyrie. But you know what? I got Steph taking the ball up, and Kyrie has proven he can be an off-ball player at certain moments. Kyrie gonna do his thing. He gonna do his thing for me. You know, he told me it was cool that I let Stephen Curry take it. He's cool. He cool doing off-ball. You know. So I don't mind Kyrie. And he's on my fantasy team. So, but good pick. I give you that. I wanted Bradley Beal. I did. That's a good pick though.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, so now we're on the reserves.
The reserves.
Oh, here we go.
That's where all the sleepers come in hand.
So since we're doing reserves, what we're gonna do is we're gonna make this rapid fire. So we're gonna go quick back and forth, no explanation, unless
Just
it really
go.
demands it,
Right.
and we're just gonna go.
Okay.
So Nicola, go ahead.
My pick. Okay. There's a lot more players now. Ooh, this is tough. I'm gonna go with F it. I just need the defense, so I'm gonna go with Gobert before you take him. I'm gonna just take him
Okay.
right now because
Okay,
that's
Gobert.
the last thing I needed. Yep.
Okay.
D.
Cool. You know what? I'm going with the young man, young bull, Zion.
Zion.
Okay.
I need the flashiness for my team. I need the flashiness.
Okay, I like
Lance from
that.
the bang. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, we got Zion. Okay, Nicola.
Next up, easy pick, Damian Lillard. Cha-ching.
Dang.
Ooh.
That was between Zion and Dame. Good pick.
Ooh.
I give you
Okay,
that. My Nets pick. Whew, this is tough. My Nets pick will be, since you got Gobert, you know what? I need the chemistry. I'm going with my boy James Harden.
Oh,
He's hard. Oh, okay.
I need that chemistry.
I like that.
Yeah.
I think that would have been my next pick again. So
Yep.
good job. Next pick for me, I'm gonna have to go with. Wait, real quick, with AD being injured, does he count or not?
Nope, he's out.
Yeah,
He's out. Okay, he's out.
Yep.
I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with Jason Tatum.
Jason Tatum. Okay.
I like that. I
Good
like
pick.
that.
Good
And
pick.
I need somebody to stop. I need some more defense on my reserves. And I know, it might be disrespectful, but you have your moments, George Paul. And that's why I gotta pick you, George Paul. Because you do play some defense and you can score the ball. So I need somebody to stop Jason Tatum.
Sure.
I mean, to be fair, George Paul said it was just a bad year.
Yep.
He said he's gonna stop. He's gonna have us stop calling him George Paul. So
I'm
we'll
waiting
see.
for it. Redemption. I
we'll
believe in George Paul.
Let's do it. Nicola?
All right, my next pick is I'm gonna go with Donovan Mitchell.
Okay.
Good pick.
Okay. I like that. I need a big man on my reserves, man. I really do. So it's me quick and easy. I need Nikola Vucevic. I'm adding another Nikola to my team. Not,
I was sure Nicola was gonna get Nicola.
Man,
I know he wanted 2 Nicolas.
He wanted. That's what I'm
Not
saying.
gonna happen.
I did want all my
Double up on Nicolas.
Again,
had to get a big man on my reserves though.
No, he would have been my next pick yet again. So, all right, for my next one, I'm gonna just go with a player who plays hard. So I know he'll do work on my team. He'll probably try to win that jump. So I'm gonna go with my man Julius Randle.
And that was actually my Nets pick.
That's on my fantasy team. Go.
Good pick. Good ass pick right there. My Nets pick. It's getting tougher and tougher. But somebody that's just he's been improving each year. And I have to go with Jaylen Brown.
You talking about the dude making his first All-Star appearance?
Yeah, he has something to prove. He got
Yeah.
something to prove.
I mean, I'm not gonna hate. He's playing good though.
I like him.
That's fair. So how many do we have left?
There is 1, 2, just 2 players left. Ben
Zach
Simmons.
LaVine.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ben Simmons and Zach LaVine.
Okay.
Oh, did anybody get Chris Paul?
Oh, no one got Chris Paul. That's right.
Chris Paul and Devin Booker.
And Devin Booker.
And
right.
Devin
Yeah.
Oh,
that's,
Okay, so 4 left.
that's some good ones.
Oh, okay. I completely forgot about Devin Booker. That's an easy pick for me.
I know your pick.
I'll take that.
Okay.
I know your pick.
Sir.
Okay. Got
Chris
Zach.
Paul, you got Zach LaVine, and you got Ben Simmons.
Whew. Man, I need a veteran, right? My boy Chris Paul.
You and Chris Paul?
Yeah, I need a veteran on my team.
Okay. I'm gonna go with
LeBron too.
I'm gonna go with obviously. So only Zach LaVine and Ben Simmons left. Obviously, I'm gonna go with Zach LaVine. I don't want people who can't shoot.
Why? Why is that?
I don't know if you heard Ben Simmons can't shoot.
Does it matter in today's NBA? I don't think it matters.
In the All-Star game?
I don't think it mattered.
He might shoot some more threes. He might shoot 3 threes, because it don't matter. It's an All-Star. He might take more attempts.
More attempts, more chances, right?
Right.
More chances to make it.
It's better than not shooting at all.
Like he's doing now, but
Yeah.
okay, so that leaves D. That leaves.
I mean, I guess I have to take Ben Simmons. I mean, not really happening
too. Right? Now he's pissed though, D, because you've been talking all that crap. Now your team got drama in it. Like, I'm good.
No, but it's more motivation.
Nah,
he's motivated. He's motivated. See, over here.
Don't you remember in Rec when there was a minutes? Like everybody had to get minutes.
Yeah.
Like they're like even like the bum ass kid on the team had to get some.
I got 1 minute. Yeah.
Nah, bro, it was even doing that. They're like, all right, man, you get 8 minutes. This game's like 16 minutes long. He's like, okay, you get like
8
6
minutes.
minutes.
Yeah. Oh my god, it felt so bad.
Bad for him. That's Ben Simmons.
Yeah. But at least he's a body.
All right, we should move on.
I'm about to end the show on that.
He's a body. He's
Oh,
something.
pray you don't see this.
He's gonna beat our fucking ass. This dude gonna beat us up.
I hope he stops shooting more threes after seeing this.
Nah, I'd rather him try to shoot at us because it's gonna be all bricks. Really hitting the sides of buildings. Oh man. Okay, so now we have our full teams. I guess what we're gonna do now is we'll compare it to the teams that the NBA does and KD and LeBron do, and we'll see what happens. But
Yes, sir.
what time are we at now, Barricade? Oh, it's probably an hour with.
You recording at the time? Okay, that's not bad at all.
This is good.
Yeah, that's actually good.
Okay, so yeah, we're gonna leave it at Ben Simmons fucking us up. So we're gonna leave it there. Dog, we're gonna have some players are gonna try to fuck us up. But you know the funny thing, and I just want to end on this conversation because just talking about like what we're trying to do here with this podcast because we never talked about that, and it's like basically how every group, friend group, or everybody they just want to talk about basketball and they just have their opinions. It's like just put it on the internet, man. It's not.
We talk about it's not just basketball, all right?
It's not just basketball. It is now at this very moment. That's what I'm just saying based on what we've already talked about. But
Yeah.
it's it
Well,
don't have to be.
We
Yeah,
versatile, man.
yeah. Come on.
No, if you guys have a question, shit about the NFL, anything, we could talk about it. We want
What
you guys to
what you know
know.
about the NFL though?
Y'all don't know because y'all haven't watched anything. I know. I've been watching, and
Okay.
it was scripted. Tom Brady should have won. Scripted. No, scripted. It was rigged.
Every water
It was
cooler
rigged because
conversation.
people were saying it was rigged because now he's the greatest of all time in any sport because he has the most rings. He has more than Jordan. So now, is he better than Jordan? 'Cause he got 7 now. That could be another topic. And Jordan got 6. So he's better than Jordan as an athlete, as a champion.
And it's the only. We're not gonna go too much into it. Funny is he's barely an athlete.
And another, oh my God, I got so many topics. Who's a better passer? Aaron Rodgers or
Okay, all right. I thought you were gonna say who's a better passer. Who's a better passer, Aaron Rodgers or Steve Nash? Go. We gonna do this. We doing this.
Yeah.
All right, but really, really, what we're trying to do is, just bring these conversations and add you guys into it. Have a Discord. We're gonna be in there once that Discord is created. And if you like talking shit, we like talking shit. So join us. Join us in talking shit.
Let's go. I'm not afraid of nobody. Talk all you want to talk. Talk about me. What's good? What you gonna do? Hurt my feelings? Psych. You're a random bot. GTA
Okay. Okay, we out. We out. We out on that.
I love y'all though. All love though. I effort y'all mad heavy, man. We just trying to be great. I'm a great. We all greats. That's what we do.
Sir.
All respect, man. I love y'all so much, man. Thanks for watching so much, man. We're gonna bring some crazy content for y'all in the future, man. I promise you. We're gonna be the best we can be. If you have any questions, anything you guys want us to talk about as a topic, say in the comments. We might talk about. We'll shout you out too, and
How many drinks have you had now? How much has it been?
I can't show, but it's been about.
It's been a few.
If I have one more drink, that's all I'm gonna say. If I got one more drink, I ain't gonna finish this podcast. We gotta wrap this up. It's
Okay,
over.
we out. Now we out. We
Vince
out.
Carter's out. It's
All right, guys. 1x2 podcast. We're out.
peace, y'all. Love y'all.
Hey.
That was nice. That was good. Episode 3 of the Win by 2 podcast. I like it, y'all.
Oh.
I like it. That was good.
Yeah,
I like
that was a
that.
good idea.
Yeah,
It's
I
a
like that. Yeah,
good-
the All Star thing that was cool.